Hi guys, it's me Parker. Welcome to my channel. This is a reading for Virgo for the week of July 2nd to July 8th. So I was shuffling for quite a while, so we're just going to jump right in. Messages for Virgo, please. Virgo energy. What's up with Virgos this week? Energy of Virgo. Some of you definitely have Pisces in your chart. As I was shuffling, there's a ton of Piscean energy coming through. We do have a moon in Pisces during your season. No, it's in Aries. It's actually in Aries. My bad. It's all good though. Some of you might have that placement though. Ooh, whoa, something coming. There's the moon. Yeah, that's funny. I was just talking about that. That flew out, and the way that that card flew out really encapsulates the energy of this card. It's like those wands are flying. It's communication, things moving in, events occurring at a great speed. It can be travel, just energy moving. Oh, good. I'll show you what came out. I just want to get one more out on the table, please. Let me get one more out regarding this, because so far it's very vague. What is this regarding this movement for Virgo, please? What is this regarding? Oh boy, this looks like communication. Okay, there's some kind of competition, conflict that's being resolved here. On the split, I saw the Five of Wands with Temperance. There's a lot of wands happening in this reading. Either something's getting added to your plate or it's getting dropped. So we have this fast-moving energy, communication, what have you. We have more about communication on the bottom, but we'll get to that in a minute. We have the Two of Swords, which is an unmoving. These are like the total, complete opposite of each other. Like this one's like, not doing it, not going there, not talking about it, or not thinking about it, or thinking about it so much like this, that, can't make a decision energy, so you're stalemated up, or you're blind to something. Moon and Libra energy, but that's why when this came out, I was like, oh, because to me this is like, this is major movement, this is non-movement. But then we have this card as well. Wands, so 8 and 10 of Wands. Wands are action. I just heard desire and consequence. That's really weird. But it's like work, like fire's energy that we're expending. It's effort, it's passion, it's, think fire, right? It's energy. This is really backbreaking. It's too much. It's the card of too much work, or like burden. It's a burden holding all that up, right? So I want to see, because typically when these two come out together, I'm like, oh, it's reached the 10, something's shifting, right? That may be the case. I don't know why I'm getting the feeling that something might be getting added to someone's plate here, but we'll see. I want to see what comes out. So we have the Page of Wands. Oh. Someone's like, I might pull this out and clarify it. So we have the card of communication. This is like news. It's like a news herald. Quite often it's a person or news itself. And then this is like an opportunity, but it's quite often an opportunity being rejected or not seen for what it is. Rejection. And then we have the card of like moving away, and also the card of like final endings, the world underneath that. So like something's done. Someone's saying no to something for sure with this energy. With this energy might be why this is coming out. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Way too much work. I'm saying no to this. It's done. I'm out. Like, that's that energy on the bottom. Like, someone's out. Someone's no, right? And then with this, it's like rejection. Especially with that, I'm moving on, I'm moving away, I'm done with it energy. Quite immovable. So that might be what this communication is. So these two might be related, not necessarily breaking this up so much, but we'll see. I want to look at this communication first because that's what it's looking like to me. Or somebody is like, this is way too much work, like I'm not giving any more for this, I can't do it, it's too backbreaking, I just heard it doesn't make sense. Let's look at this Eight of Wands, please. Tell me about this moving. Somebody could be traveling too, like it's a card of movement with that Six of Swords. They both indicate movement. Tell me about this Eight of Wands, please. I'm really getting called to read for this energy first, so we'll look at that one. And if this is for some of you that are on the receiving end of this news, somebody's pulling out of something like a project at work or something that they were invested in, and you might be like, it might be falling on your shoulders to pick up the workload, or it's just adding to your plate for some of you. I just keep feeling that for some. Tell me about this Ten of Wands, please. Tell me about this Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, please, for Virgo. Ten of Cups, Two of Fire. Ten of Cups, Ten of Wands. It's a lot of work in an established relationship, or a lot of burden or worry. Contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. I have to say, like, this card, the people in that card always look really creepy to me, and sometimes I do get a vibe like they're not trustworthy. Contented and rewarding, that's the opposite of this energy. Emotional and material needs are met. Why the Ten of Wands with the Ten of Cups? They're like completely opposite energies. Like one of them's like, yeah. Expecting the worst. Interesting. Self-fulfilling prophecies. Sleepless nights. Nine of Swords. See how that person's up thinking? The horsey. All the other horses are like contented and sleeping. Yeah, okay. That's kind of interesting imagery. I'm kind of feeling like for some of you, maybe you are part of a content and rewarding family life, but there's something that because these two together, that is a lot of burden, a lot of worry, and it's on this one's mind, but the others don't know about it. Especially with the expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, the world, there's that ending energy. For some, you're walking away from a relationship. But here's joy, contentment, gratitude, path toward enlightenment. There's a lot of worry here, but why? Listen to your intuition, have patience. The need to have more fun. Aw. They need to have more fun for some of you. What's up with this really worried energy within this 10 of Cups dynamic? This person just looks like they're the ones like booking it, like they've been up thinking about it all night. They're like, I gotta go in the morning. I gotta deal with this. Which will probably be this energy. It might not have anything to do with this 10 of Cups, which is like that rewarding family life. This person's really burdened by something, and it's like, with the energy of that horse, it's like they gotta go deal with it. But for some of them, they're like, I don't know. Anything else about this worry and burden before we move on? Stress. They're stressed. Yeah, they're stressed. I don't know why they're stressed. It could be work. This is that need to have more fun. It's literally the card of having fun. They're having a celebration there. They're having a toast and drinks. They're celebrating life. They're loving life. This person is not very happy right now. There's the card of marriage on the bottom. I hate to say it, some of them are rejecting this relationship, or they're not seeing the joy in a relationship, in the stability within this 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands energy. They're not seeing it for what it is. Maybe they're underappreciative, especially if you've been married for a long time or together with this person for a long time. There might be a lack of pleasure or enjoyment within the relationship. Not to be rude, or anything. It's just what's coming through in the cards. I'm just the messenger. But for some, that's what it is. Or they don't trust this person. Yeah, they don't trust this person. With the self-fulfilling prophecies, that's kind of the card of that. This is hopeful. For some, this is a really specific message. You or your partner is really worried about like a tension going on within your marriage or your relationship, or like your partner having options, or yeah, with this is like kind of an illusory vibe, especially with that self-fulfilling prophecy energy. This is the card of options, having options and fantasies, but look at that gorgeous star card. That can be attention, like personal attention, like you are a star. And there's cards of options here for some. They're just like, with the self-fulfilling prophecy, they're kind of, maybe they're leaving the relationship, but they're certainly worried about it. And it's reaching a breaking point for them where it's too much work to keep this going, whether it's all just in their mind, but they're really stressed about it. Ooh, yeah, 8 to the 9. Yeah, and there's endings all over here. 8, 9, 10. For some, they receive some kind of news. And then for others of you, it's just a lack of enjoyment. Humdrum. Tell me about this 2 of Swords. It could also be work as well. Too much work, there's that 10 of Wands. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. Stress, yeah. Really stressed. overwhelmed. Tell me about the Two of Swords, please. Tell me about the Two of Swords for Virgo, please. Unity. Yeah, unity. It is the High Priest, or the Hierophant in this deck, which is the major for Taurus. It is, yeah. I'm reading for people who are in a long-standing relationship or a marriage, most likely. Or a commitment of sorts, an obligation or contract, but it's looking like marriage. But traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. With the stalemate energy of this, I am also getting to, for some of you, that there's one of you in this relationship dynamic. The other one doesn't trust them. You are on the different page with your morals and your standards and your beliefs. Not all of you, but for some of you, that's where the stress is coming from, and there's stalemate stemming from that because one of you has a more joy of life sort of celebratory thing going on, especially socially, and the other one is not so much. Or they're worried about that, or they don't trust the other partner. That's for some of you. Not on the same page. For some of you, it could be religion as well. Secret mentors and like-minded friends. Listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. The High Priest to the High Priestess is showing again on the bottom. Six of Wands now, victory, good news, it's on its way, good. Public recognition or awards, yeah, interesting. The need to have more fun. This can be very humdrum energy too. It's like the Pope, it's like religion, it's very established, routine, structured energy. Tell me about this Hierophant, please. For Virgo. Tell me about this Hierophant, please, for Virgo. Attention. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. There's the card of recognition again. Again, some of you don't trust your partner, or your partner doesn't trust you, especially with this attention. You might have been receiving attention recently, or, yeah, attention for something. But that is also a kind of another celebratory, happy energy there. Again, for some, you're just not like really seeing the joy in this, or it's been lost. You can maybe been together for a long time, not seeing it for what it is. There is some illusion going on with that fantastical Seven of Cups and Star energy. Anything else about this Hierophant, please? Knight of Swords. There's communication. There is a need to see this from a different perspective. It is some intuition going on here for sure. For those that are in the listen to your intuition boat. This is communication. Communication is being highlighted here, especially for this lone horsey who is not communicating and just kind of taking on all the work and stress to itself and not communicating that, right, on its own there. Because the Knight of Swords moves quickly in communication or thought or decision making. It's a knight on a horse with words or ideas. So we'll look at this next, because that might be this Knight of Swords, because somebody is communicating in this equation, and they might be, again, there's a strong energy of I'm not doing this, I'm walking away, this is over, I'm moving on, or these two together. Rejection. The Knight of Wands or the Page of Wands can be really exciting energy too, though, like invigorated, passionate sort of energy with this not seeing things for what it is. Tell me, oh, I'll start with this deck. Tell me about the Eight of Wands, please, for Virgo. Eight of Wands, please, for Virgo. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Two of Cups. I like that. They look creepy too. Just saying. My throat's going off now. I can feel it in my throat chakra. Eight of Swords, the Emperor, the Moon. Two of Cups. A relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness, the positive resolution of conflict. I saw a contract. They look creepy in this card too, I'm not gonna lie. But forgiveness, especially for that trust issue where they're not trusting the other. This is Two Cups coming together. There's that sword breaking free from the pack. An illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. The Emperor, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. Structure and discipline. For some of you with not being on the same page and stuff here. This could be social groups as well. It does say friends. And this is just other cups, right? This is very structured, controlled, bound energy. This is moving. Again, one of you might be very like stoic or very like old school or set in their ways, and then the other, speaking to that group where there's two of you, that one of you has like that very social component. You're very different from each other, especially with that like admiration. I'm almost now feeling like most of this reading is between like a couple or a group of people where somebody is kind of with that lack of self-confidence. They're very like structured in the way they do things. You know, they're concerned about attention or someone else receiving attention. They're not seeing it for what it is. There's a lot coming through with this reading. But that horsey is breaking free with that I gotta go energy. It is kind of booking it away from those other horses like in that last card. The Moon. Time to rest or take a vacation with that trip energy. Allow more time before making a decision. That came through in another card too. Meditation may provide answers. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. This is a very, very stressed emperor here. A very stressed emperor. So now with the Emperor and the Hierophant coming through, that looks like a patriarch, especially with the Ten of Cups. That looks like a father figure, a patriarchal figure, a boss maybe as well. But definitely a patriarchal or father figure of types. And they're pretty established. That would be reading for a more experienced or wiser or older person, most likely. Major for Aries and Taurus. But let's move forward in relationships. Especially with that forgiveness aspect. There's some healing, strength, forgiveness and compassion, release harsh judgments, clearing away what no longer serves you. There is some objective decision making here. With the illusions too, and the Two of Swords, this person's definitely with that not seeing it energy, like kind of being blinded by their illusions or their fears or what have you, and maybe an old way of thinking or a sense of control in the situation. Knight of Pentacles, that is moving forward. Page of Wands, there's that Page of Wands again. Communication within this Four of Wands dynamic here, this marriage or this contract or obligation, but it's celebratory, right? That can be a reinvigoration of celebration. Positive resolution of conflict, moving forward. That's like moving forward again, right? I had this moment, I was all freaked out, I was really stressed, I was really worked up, and now I'm moving forward again. Especially with this forgiveness energy, yeah. There's that Eight of Wands again, so I want to see what's underneath that, and then we'll wrap up the reading. But this is, if this is a relationship, so we're dropping down from the 10 now to the 1. For some, this is that person saying, I'm done, I'm out, and they're communicating this, they're rejecting this opportunity. For some, that's with the Ace of Wands. That's bringing emotions to the table. That's a King of Cups, very in control of their emotions, especially with that Emperor, but it's regaining control of emotions, right? He's also got his eyes closed. He is using his intuition. He's making a decision there, or just feeling something out. But that's like a passionate new beginning. Passionate new beginning. Somebody's breaking away from stress, whether it's resolvement within this dynamic, but there's a walking away of something happening here, something that's causing them stress, or they're releasing fears about fear of attention, fear of mistrust. Maybe there's some forgiveness that has to happen here. This can be reinvigoration, like a new start, and attention and victory within a relationship, but that has to come from this Emperor breaking free from those stressors. Very invigorated energy there. Wow. There's an Ace of Pentacles coming through again, moving forward again. There's some lacking happening for this Emperor here. This is all about fears. There's a lot of fear going on, and again, expecting the worst and stress. This to come out last, though, that is good. Because regardless, it is shifting. They are moving forward. With that afraid to take action, this suggests like they are going to take action. They are moving forward. This is passionately even. This is exciting and like on board emotionally, like warm. Not so much with the Emperor and the Hierophant together. That is seriously like structured energy. It even says structure and discipline on this one. Organization, logic, leadership, right? That established energy. This is kind of vibrant. If this Emperor can get on board with that and get on the same page. But it looks like that's coming into play regardless. The need for more fun is definitely coming in here for sure, because stress is playing a huge part in this reading for this Emperor. And then forgiveness is being highlighted as well. Something has to be released here and moved away from, whether they just need time away. For some, they are booking it. For some, it may be a conversation like, hey, I'm out, and then it's like this major breaking point, and then forgiveness and resolution can take place. It looks differently for all of you because there was a lot that just came through with this reading. But it looks good ultimately at the end of the day with that king there, as long as that's not representing too much control over the heart space, especially if that's you watching this, my kings. So man or woman is just very that structured discipline, controlled type energy. So I wish you all the best, Virgos. Till next time, take care.